like what kind of commercial would you do the voiceover for with this voice?
Ooh, Come to the Cayman Islands. Blah 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 blah. Although
Vacation,
I feel like
totally.
I feel like it's an early 2000s advertisement for Come to the Cayman Islands, because I don't think a white guy would be advertising that now. Probably, but like early 2000s
commercial.
Yeah, 2002. Come to the Cayman Islands. Right. Yeah,
and that's exactly what it is. Yeah, well done.
When did I get old?
Here we are. Hello, Heather.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. Woke is fucking back, and I'm elated.
Thank God. Thank God.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Blake. My pronouns are he, him. I've never felt better to give my pronouns in my entire life.
Wait, what are the children
back.
doing? It's this.
Oh yeah, it's the drag queen clap. Yes,
The drag queen clap. Yeah, but
The
they're
little
like
putting
different
your index
versions
and
of
thumb.
it.
Oh, I think like the cuntier version is the middle finger. That
Okay,
it's
good.
going ooh for sure.
Ooh, that's how I
Yeah,
feel.
just a little thumb to middle finger, just tapping
Heather
it.
Jones, they, them, deviant and, criminal, and I have a podcast too. So, haha.
Yeah, exactly. And crime is legal again because the Democrats went.
True, that is what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just so happy. I have not felt true. Like I said a few weeks ago that like Fallon getting his job back gave me a little bit of hope. I realize now that was a grain of sugar, and I got a pie today, I just feel
fucking crumble.
a whole crumble, like a 1,500 calorie cookie, and it feels so good.
Yeah, one of those Panera cookies that's like as big as your head. That
Absolutely.
is what's happening.
Absolutely. For anybody not in the know, sorry. Sorry. First of all,
That's where I was
I'm
going to
Blake.
go. Welcome to Keep Me
Yeah,
Young.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm Heather.
Well, yeah. And welcome to Keep Me Young. Yes, a podcast about two millennials attempting to stay culturally relevant through video games, pop culture, entertainment, politics for sure this week, etc.
Absolutely. Etc. And, staying young spiritually and certainly not literally, staying young with friendship, with learning new things, with holding ourselves accountable. But mostly it's like holding strangers on the internet accountable. That's what we like to do here.
America's pastime.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And aging, it literally happens every day. There's nothing we can do about it. But sometimes...
Yeah, it's also a privilege. So...
Yeah. And then sometimes it's like fun to get like, like sometimes things that are aging you come back around to keeping you young by being bitter and resentful about something.
Yes.
And that's kind of fun.
Oh, God, yes. It's common enemy like mentality. It's like it keeps... Spite has driven me to so many greats in my life that I can't spite,
Right. You need it all. We need to stay young and keep aging. Anyway,
it's the full human
sorry
gambit,
to get
and that's fair.
philosophical. The Democrats won. Sorry.
Sorry, on a much less deep level, politics.
The future of our nation.
Anybody not in the know? This yesterday, as of filming this, last night, less than 12 hours ago, actually, maybe a little bit more, whatever. Zora Mandami won the Mamdani. I always say Mandami, and that is Republican of me. Mamdani. Zora Mamdani. I'm better than that. Shut up, Blake. Okay. That's me being dumb. That's not me
What
being...
did I say? We're holding ourselves accountable here.
Yeah,
and
it's my stupid...
That's why Blake's skin looks like that.
Right.
Because he's honest with himself.
Also, no, amen. I'll be the first to say I'm wrong about anything. But I like it's more so. It's not. It is ignorance. No, I don't know. It's not ignorance as much as it is that I speak fast and my tongue is fat, and so that's why I sometimes say Mamdami instead of Mamdani.
Blake, one time I was in an opera that was in Italian, and like it felt like the entire production stalled because I had to say one line faster. And I was like, you guys, I think I'm just Southern and I can't. I think my tongue is just fat and it won't move fast. I tried so hard. And like music director, the other person in the scene, like the stage director were all like, really? You can't do it any faster than that? I was like, no. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about that.
every other month, you provide to me a new vocal stem. And this time it's the frailness in you saying, I think my tongue's just fat.
That's what I said in the room. Like, I didn't know what else to say. It's like, I have 2 degrees in music. I know how to speak Italian. I think it's just this little that can't move because I grew up in the Low Country and there's like salt water in my chords. I don't know.
Yep. That's incredibly fair, but it's okay. At least you
Anyway.
can say Montani. Yeah. but yeah. So actually, Heather, would you want to lead this? Because I believe you implied that I believe this is
Yes.
your Keep You Young, right?
I
This week?
implied, yes.
Well, because we
Wait,
try not to tell each other so we can
amazing.
surprise each other with our new stories, you know? So I don't want people to think this isn't raw. Yeah.
It is. It's here. Yeah. Breaking news. New York City mayoral race, Zohran Mamdani won with 50.4%, Andrew Cuomo at 41.6%, and the 2 other people don't matter. But then also huge, New Jersey governor went to Governor Sherrill, and Virginia governor went to Abigail Spanberger, and both won with over 50%. Well, obviously that had to be over 50%, but like over 55% even. I feel like that's kind of huge for close races like this.
I just love when women.
I love when women.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
also, I was texting
Zohran
my,
counts.
exactly. I was texting my
Honorary.
friend of the pod, Jory, who was like, Zohran is younger than Zohran's younger than me by a year. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. The whole
Yeah.
New York City is run by a 34-year-old. Like, what an amazing, and not
Yep.
in a like, he doesn't know what he's doing sort of way, but in a like,
No, in a
thank
he's
God,
hot way.
well, he's not. He's certainly not
Listen,
hot.
New York City has a hot mayor, and I feel like that's so appropriate. Like, New York City needs a hot mayor.
I can't
and a hot first lady.
describe How? Oh my God, she's so hot too. I can't describe how bad Eric Adams's New York City was, and like I would be lying if I said that that wasn't part of the reason I moved, which is like very like fickle of me. But whatever, I was gonna move anyway.
Meh.
But like, he closed the libraries on Sundays. He closed the New York Public Libraries on Sundays.
On
Every
weekends of all
single-
times.
Right. Closed on a fucking Monday. What? Like families
Yeah.
bring their kids. What? And what was the other thing? Oh, just like cops in every single subway station. You could feel
Yes.
it. Like you could feel, it was like Batman times. You could feel.
Oh
and,
my
like,
God.
anybody who was like the least bit like on edge or, you know, showing like mental health.
And they weren't doing
whatever,
anything.
Just swarmed by cops. Ew, it
Yeah,
felt so
yeah.
spooky.
Who
It
wouldn't
felt
do
so
anything in
spooky.
actual crises? Like, have you seen so many videos of like people literally like throwing each other basically on the train and then cops just watching?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There was like, yeah, what can actually be done? Nothing, because all they can do is shoot people. That's like
Right.
all
So
really-
that's the thing. I've actually
Right.
always had this kind of strategy when it comes to this kind of stuff because obviously like I come from like East Texas rural. And so there's like a decent amount of people I'll run into who will have very strong opinions when they hear defund the police because that's a strong statement. Understandable. But I've kind of fun little strategy for anybody listening if they ever want to find a way to
Take notes.
walk around this.
Take notes, people.
I've always turned the narrative to be like, oh, I don't know. I just kind of feel like sorry for cops, you know, like they have to do like 27 different jobs. And I think that if they took a little bit of that funding towards like specialists, then it would take some of their micro jobs away and then they could specialize more on stuff. And I think that just make their lives a little bit easier because right now it's like a lot of pressure to put on somebody who doesn't take a lot of training, you know, for like all these different things they have to be ready for.
Right. That's the other thing. Like, I don't disagree to be a police officer in a big city. I'm not applying for that job. That sounds crazy.
No.
That sounds insane. And also, you are not trained. Like, you are just not trained enough to have to do all of that. And that's also
All of
why
it.
they're bad at their job. So, like,
Exactly.
right.
Terrible.
Defunding
And
the
so that's the
police
thing.
also means like let them do less. We're defunding them,
Let
and
them-
also we're like
yeah.
taking away responsibilities. We're not making them do all the same amount with less money. Like,
Yeah.
make them do less. Make them
Yeah,
not
so,
take
like,
up
I've
so
always-
much real estate. My God.
Amen. So I've always found that this narrative helps to de-escalate that like fight because it's like it's almost meeting in the middle, but it's kind of like maybe more so in my mind. It's like rephrasing what I actually think, which is like, yeah, we should take some more money away from them so we can actually get more specialists doing the jobs of like, I don't know, like suicide watch or like
Right.
crises with like domestic abuse, things like that, where like they don't help at all. If anything, it
Useless.
escalates the issue every time. Like it's ridiculous. But
Can I
yeah,
tell a story?
hopefully good days are coming with that. Sorry.
I
Keep going.
know. Can I tell a story? I'm trying to figure out how to tell this story. I just won't tell you how I know this person. I know a person
Yeah.
who was hooking up with a cop, and
Great.
they met each other in the wild. He like knocked on her door being like, hey, this thing happened in this neighborhood. And like, is your landlord around? I see that there are security cameras on your apartment building. And like, this person, my friend, just started flirting with him. And she really has a way where like that works, A, and like it turns into something, B. So they started hooking up. He gave her his incorrect name. She did not know his real name. And then like she's a
What?
woman of a certain age who lives in New York City by herself. So obviously she can take care of herself. And like she was flirting with a cop on her doorstep. Like, so she stalked him, obviously, and found this like
Yeah.
wrestling match that he was in, but she found it under a different name, but she recognized him because it was a video like live stream, like Facebook live stream match of this like inter-office wrestling, whatever the fuck. So she found out his real name and like confronted him. And then it was just so shady, and like he probably had a partner of some sort, like a wife or a girlfriend, because they could never go to his house. And
Yeah.
my
If he's
friend,
changing his name, there's another person.
yeah. And my friend is like like art sort of person, like goes, you know, does meditation, like is her third eye is open. And
Yeah.
he would refer to all of her friends as her arty, not even artsy, her arty friends. And I just love that.
Her Artie friends.
And,
Makes you
like-
think of Artie from Glee, the one in the wheelchair.
Exactly. But like
King.
I kind of most of her friends were like, you're you know, you're fucking Satan, like this is horrible. And then she would come back with like, or am I doing the work? Am I changing things from within? And I really wonder how
This
they're
would be
doing.
me justifying good dick. Absolutely.
I know. Because it was,
Guys,
I mean, I saw a picture.
I think
of
it's
him.
actually praxis.
Right. So funny. And I do wonder how they're doing. That's all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're still together?
No, they were never like dating. They were just hooking up.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I wonder what happened there.
Yeah.
And, but also he was like a detective.
Your friend's like, what's a speed bump? You know, just a little speed bump in the road. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Thrilled for both of them.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all that to say, we'll see how I guess he feels about Mamdani, but all that good stuff though. I mean, like I think Democrats won every conceivable thing they could win last night, which is crazy.
I know. We're so happy to see it. We really are so
Yeah, the
happy
air
to see
felt
it.
lighter today on my trip to lunch. So it's
Good.
a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I do hate how like reductive the two-party system is in America.
Oh, of
and
course.
also we've taken such a steep turn, like the type of turn that's on the Crazy Mouse roller coaster where you're like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fall off the side. We've taken such a steep turn with like what Republican means that like
Yeah.
I have no choice but to be like,
Yeah.
well, if it's a two-party system, that can't be Republican. Sorry.
No, that's the thing. Like Republican used to just kind of, in my mind, used to just be like really careful
protecting
about their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's like, I'm on homicide watch about you.
Right. And like, if you have like ever looked at clothing of like whatever gender I think you're supposed to be, if you've ever like looked at clothing of the opposite gender, you're obviously a menace to society.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah. I better not see a
infecting-
tasteful red lip on a guy or I'm going to go
Yeah.
absolute
or
feral.
a bracelet even. Yeah.
Oh God. That bracelet better have a cross on it. And if it's fruity in the least, I'm getting the bat.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah. So starkly. Yeah. So I don't know. Any guilt that I would have had about being like, let me back this like shitty, fucked up two-party system. I'm like, well, this is the moving train that we're on. So I have to
Yep.
do what makes sense.
Yep. Absolutely.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
congrats,
But
New York City.
we'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. I think hopefully it sets a strong precedence. So we will see. And once again, cannot state enough. I'm so glad that he is hot and his wife is hot. Somebody said on Twitter that
Can't say that enough.
that's a bi for bi couple if I've ever seen one. Like they're both bi for sure.
Let me be your third.
Right.
Your third. Wow.
Right. Oh, also, oh my God.
Blake is getting over an illness.
I am getting over an illness. I came back from vacation and immediately, I guess the weather changed from sunny Florida to cold New York.
Yep.
Hit me like a Mack truck. And so a couple of days ago, I had the worst, like, sore throat from drainage, and I know it's drainage. I know my sinuses far too well, and just sore throat all day. And then yesterday, kind of fatigued. Today, I feel very lively and awake and great. But now my voice has just like suffered from coughing yesterday so much. So you're getting the nice ASMR low voice today. Welcome to 94.5 The Jams. But have you
vocalized? Do you have like crazy low notes today?
I didn't even vocalize when I was singing full time. So like
Nice, cool.
I definitely didn't do that. I was like, I'm fine. Okay. But
great. Oh,
yeah.
to be a bass baritone.
Good.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good time. I mean, your voice stays in the same range the entire time. But the only problem with that is that you can't work your voice into expanding your range if you really need it that day. It's either there or it's not. For me, at least, it always was like that. So I was like, I would check in the morning and have panic attacks when I couldn't like softly like if I couldn't like softly do that and like, oh, my falsetto's gone, I can't sing today, it's over. I'm gonna get found out as a fraud and I will get fired. Great. But my anxiety levels have been just absolutely absolutely. Yeah. My anxiety levels have been like rock bottom ever since I stopped doing that full time.
Excellent.
But yeah,
thrilled.
All that to say, if you hear throat clearing, which we'll try to cut out. But if you hear a lot of that, or if I just sound not as enthused, it's just lower. I'm elated, but I'm smooth jazz elated.
Yeah, you're like voiceover artist or like movie announcer or like commercial about like what kind of commercial would you do the voiceover for with this voice?
Ooh, Come to the Cayman Islands. Blah 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 blah. Although
vacation,
I feel like it's an early 2000s advertisement for Come to the Cayman Islands because I don't think a white guy would be advertising that now. Probably, but like early 2000s
commercial.
Yeah, 2002. Come to the Cayman Islands. Right. Yeah,
and that's exactly what it is. Yeah, well done.
That's exactly what it is. Thank you. I appreciate that. What were we? What was that all to say? I can't remember. But anyway, no. So if I just don't sound as enthused, if you just hear me go like that rocked, I mean it. So,
speaking of
things that rock, exactly.
What's keeping you young?
My keeping me young is so, in my opinion, very very funny. And I hope is something that, like Mondami, sets. Momdani, I keep saying Mondami. I'm
Mom.
a monster.
Mom first.
Momdani.
Mommy.
It's the Momdani. Yeah, it's the first M that throws me. Anyway, much like Momdani's influence, I hope that this also carries over and sets waves of precedence. And that is China's influencer law. Have you heard about this?
No, of course I haven't heard about this. Tell me everything.
I have it pulled up right now. Okay.
Incredible.
China's influencer law, enacted in late October 2025, requires social media influencers to hold relevant degrees or professional certifications to discuss serious topics like health, law, finance, and education.
It happened. It finally happened. You have to be certified.
Nature is healing. Nature is healing. Play Zara Larson's symphony. Bring in the rainbow Lisa Frank dolphins. The world is healing. They can be fined as much as 14,000 yuan. 14,000. 100,000 yuan. Whatever the Chinese. I'm so white.
Conversion.
What their currency is, and it translates to $14,000.
Oh, fuck.
I need this in America so bad. I know this probably probably soft counts as censorship, but holy fuck, am I so tired of people going on YouTube and everyone just thinking they're an expert at what they do. I'm so tired of it.
I don't know if that's censorship. Okay. When you are a government, when you are a public entity, when you are like letting people run loose in the streets and like trying to create some order, you gotta look out for certain things. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought about this during COVID, and this is very like totalitarian government rocks of me. But like, if people in America related to the country as like, oh, the people in charge are actually in charge of me, we could have been like Australia, and like COVID would have been a non-issue in like less than 6 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
But everyone here is like, the government works for me. And like, yes, sort of, like populist, great way to like start a country. And also then when crisis happens, then when like,
Yeah.
there has to be some sort of unified something, even if you disagree with it. Like, it's just too many people to, I don't know, America's too big is kind of my thesis statement.
I completely agree.
So
yeah, I completely
well
agree.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this before. Like, America is closer to China than people want to admit, but
Amen.
not in like sort of like helpful ways like this.
No, not the
Like
good stuff.
in the scary ways.
I think like China, I think they literally just like had their very first case of like curing Alzheimer's, like an Alzheimer's patient, like fully curing them. And then we cut cancer research just because we felt like it. We thought that'd be cute and quirky.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Maybe that puts me on a list, but damn, China doesn't sound all that bad. Like, I feel like we were fed to believe it's like this absolute hellscape every waking day where you have no control over like when you even wake up or eat. But I'm like, I don't think that's true. I mean, they have Chinese influencers. Like, they have some level of free speech to the point where they like had to enact this law where people were yapping too much about stuff they don't know about.
Right.
So like, it's not like it's completely like sniper to head censored.
Right. If we have listeners who are like especially educated about this, please let me know, or like please point me in the direction of a documentary, because I think like big and like old governments like that, like China and like Russia too, I just have such an Americanized idea of what it is, and I want to challenge that. And I mean I am challenging my idea
told
of, right.
Yeah, that it's bad.
Right. We're in the process of, I think a lot of people are in the process of challenging our idea of like, no, America's the good guy. But I also want to like go past that and challenge like, right. And the other places who have these like centuries long governments, like they probably figured some stuff out in those centuries,
Amen. I don't know. It's interesting, but all that to say, it just really helps feed the flame in my heart that is like, I need people on TikTok to stop acting like they know fucking everything. And I need everybody that's on TikTok watching TikToks to stop believing everything they hear as face value. The amount of times, like I literally the other day, what was it? I was like I like said something on a YouTube video or something like that. I said on a YouTube video, I mentioned on like a short that like this one character, I said like, I was like reading somebody for their favorite character in like Pokemon or something like that. And I said like, you know how Christians have the Bible, you have the DSM-5. And so in my comments, somebody asked, somebody help me out with this joke, or help me out with the joke. What's the DSM-5? I'm like, goal.
First of all, what?
You're on your phone. If you're watching this,
you typed
innately, by
Google
its very
search.
nature, you're
you literally
on your phone.
You typed the Google search, but you typed it in the wrong place.
No, right. It would have taken less time to just Google that somewhere else. So you've got all these people that are just going into the void of like social media asking for results, as opposed to looking it up online with like actual Webster definitions or like Wikipedia pages even, or anything like that. But instead we just like, we're going to ask a comment section, arguably the worst place to get information from ever.
Right. It's like fun, but it's not where you get facts.
Which is what all of that should be. That's why this law is so great, in my opinion, because you shouldn't be going to influencers for advice and life stuff and all this kind of stuff. You should be going to them for fun and entertainment. Whatever your definition of that is, sure. But that's what it should be. It shouldn't be your financial advisor. It shouldn't be your political like God. It shouldn't
your
be your
therapist.
health advisor. It shouldn't be your doctor. It shouldn't be any of this stuff. I mean, I understand self-reliance because there's a lot of infrastructure that doesn't serve us very well in
Right.
America. But at the same time, you can't, you still have to do your work. You have to just
Right.
figure out who is the actual experts in social media, even because like the skincare people in skincare world, a bunch of skincare influencers, their channels immediately tanked after a bunch of actual dermatologists realized they could rake in cash by making a YouTube
that's-
channel and
that's
talking
my
about
question.
skincare stuff. So
Right,
people are
that's
like,
my
of
question.
course I'm going to watch the doctor.
Right. What do you think about people who are qualified? Like, I guess mostly therapists, because anybody else doesn't really have the like privacy wall that is built into their thing. But like, what do you think about
Yeah.
therapists who like, I assume have patients and have a practice, but then also are like very active on social media? I guess
So
not talking
that's
about
kind
patients,
of my thing.
but
I guess it depends. Like, do you mean like they're doing therapy advice on their channel?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. Like, if they had like a side gig where they're like a Twitch streamer, whatever. But like, if
Sure.
a therapist, I don't know the field as well, and I've gone to therapy like maybe a total of like 15 different occasions, like 15 actual sit down sessions throughout my life. It's always been very interspertantly, and usually when I'm in school and I'm able to get it for free.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, from what I know of the field, a good therapist just would not be interested in doing that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I come back to. And it's like, isn't it supposed to be so based? It's like giving voice lessons online also. Like,
Yeah.
isn't it supposed to be so based on the person receiving that information? Isn't it supposed to be like so, like you're translating things and you're like picking up on the vibe of the person who's listening. You're trying to make it make sense for them. Like, I don't know. You're listening to
Well, because a good
their
therapist
life
doesn't
and
give
their
you
feedback.
advice.
Right. Also that.
Yeah.
It's like they ask
this
you
would
what
be
you're looking for. and they
only
try and help you
advice
get
related
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right. This could only through the medium of YouTube, since it's one way, the only thing they could give is advice.
Right.
I think maybe some techniques, but I just feel like those are usually very personalized as well. And you shouldn't be taking cookie cutter therapy advice, because that's how we ended up in cookie cutter therapy talk that we now have. And everybody thinks everything
Well,
is gaslighting it. And everyone
I think
thinks
so.
everything is like all this other stuff.
And how many of those people like sat down with a therapist in a one-on-one session and were like, these things like felt gaslighted to me, and like actually discussed it, and like felt repair about it.
And the therapist was like, actually, that's just called lying.
Yeah, exactly. Or the therapist
Right,
was like,
there's
cool,
a
how are
key
we going to
difference.
like move past this? How are you going to like,
Yeah,
forgive or like whatever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. No, I mean, not to diminish actual experiences or anything like that, but that's kind of my thing. And it's the problem with therapy talk in like our typical lexicon now. And we'll move on soon. This is my last little bit of it. But like the problem with the therapy talk in everyday casual conversation, I'll never move on actually. But externally, I mean, internally, I'll never move on.
Sure.
Externally,
Yeah.
I will right now. But yeah.
Just for everyone else's sake, though.
Yeah. So the problem with therapy talk becoming so like homogenized and just like put into everybody's vocabulary now is that it's almost taken away my ability to empathize with somebody immediately when they say something was trauma. Like that doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Like that is such an oversaturated word that I'm like, okay, so trauma could literally be anything. Like apparently at birth we have inherent trauma. And so I'm just like, I'm
like,
over. I don't know what to do then.
Yeah. I find myself not using that word.
No.
Even when it is something that like
Yeah.
it is that, like that I have discussed and like processed as that. I don't want to talk about it with that label because it like has become this ubiquitous, almost like you too, which also is like,
no, amen.
Yeah,
that's
everybody.
Because
maybe that is the point that everybody has experienced it, but
of course, it's like a universal experience at this point. Which, of course, in 2025, it makes sense that would be that.
It's true.
But when somebody says they have past trauma now, my brain goes to okay, so like paper cut, or were you hit with a car?
Exactly. Did you have a tough breakup, or like were you left on a doorstep by your parents when you were a baby? Yeah.
Right. Because it could be any of it. It's too broad of a term at this point for me to be able to fully empathize with it when somebody first mentions it. When they go into detail, of course, but like when somebody first says it, I'm just like, rad, me too, whatever.
Right. There's like that.
Yeah.
You can say it and then kind of hide behind it, maybe.
Right. But yeah, all that to say, China, 5 points to China. They kind of ate
China-
that. I'm sorry.
Great shot, like
Great
try
shot.
it out. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
Who
I
knows
would,
what's happening with social media? Let's get experimental. Let's see if that works.
it would just make me so happy to see like Riley Gaines get fined into like deep, deep debt, Like that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Little Miss Swimmer.
Little Miss Swimmer.
Little Miss Fifth Place.
Oh my God.
Oh well. Anyway, what's aging you? Speaking of things that kind of annoyed us.
What's aging me? You might see it around me.
What, the bunker?
The bunker that I'm in. No hate. I'm just on a gig and in an Airbnb. But what's actually aging me is this is so stupid. Winter. How many fucking years of my
Really?
life? Yeah. It has been cloudy and rainy and cold. So coming directly from Los Angeles, I'm in Ohio now. And the first day I was here, it was sunny and it's fall and the air is crispy and all the leaves are beautiful. But then
Yeah.
all I need is 2 cloudy days in a row where it's cold all the time. And I am always, I can't be naked anywhere in the house because it's always too cold. You know what I mean? And then it gets too hot at night and just the logistics and the dance of winter. I know
You're not a winter diva.
So I'm not a winter diva.
I never would have guessed that. I don't know why. I kind of assumed that you would be very poetic about fall and winter. That's so funny.
I thought so. I really did put in a big effort, and I've spent a lot of time in Colorado and done a lot of outdoor sports, I guess.
Yeah.
And I tried it. And I do get it. I used to not get it at all. And I do get it now.
Yeah.
But I love a walk. I love a bike ride. And these are things that snow makes very difficult to do.
That's fair. You
Snow
know what? I
sports
feel
are
like that's
so
almost
scary to me.
oh, amen to that. But I'm also just not doing those. But I think that we have almost a yin and yang going on here because I feel like you give off cozy indoor book, blah, blah, blah. But you like to do the outside summer stuff. Whereas I feel like I give off like loud summer outside, blah, blah, blah. I adore winter and fall. I adore cloudy weather because I like to just get in my bed and watch a movie or play video games.
Yeah.
And when it's that cold outside, I have the perfect global universal excuse
It's true.
of it's cold. And I love that. I love it so much.
Yeah. There's something about being inside taking a nap when it's sunny outside. That's what feels great to me, where I'm
Oh, I hate
it's a
that.
beautiful
Oh,
day
oh.
and I'm spending it inside. And then when it's cloudy and if it's dark, if it's early and it's dark and then I'm just at home with nothing to do, I'm I guess this is it. Goodbye, world.
Oh,
it
you only
really
like that when it's
sinks
your
in.
choice.
So, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
If the world chooses for me to be a shut-in, then
Fair.
oh man.
Fair. I think that must be it. I think I'm such a goody goody rule follower, just growing up and stuff like that, that I very much was just oh, if nature's saying I should stay inside, then I'm happy to stay inside.
Funny. Yeah, it makes sense. That's evolutionarily what makes sense to do.
Oh, I guess so. I guess so.
You know what climate was really fun? I worked in Santa Fe last December and I'm going to go back this December. And I really liked that. Winter desert because the sun is really bright during the day. It's very rarely rainy. So you get a lot of wintertime sun, which is great, but it's still super cold and it can snow. If you go up to the mountains, it can snow. But if you're down, in the city of Santa Fe, there's not going to be much snow. It's probably going to melt. And I loved that combo. I was okay.
Fair.
I have my big winter coat and my snow boots. I have the gear, but I'm not miserable no matter what time of day or what geographic location I'm in. I can actually choose my own adventure. And if I want snow, I can go over there. If I want sun, I can go over there. If I want, dark, it's not going to be all day.
Yeah, that's so sick. I mean, yeah, I understand. I feel like you're going to love LA then, being there long term then.
Yeah, I was really, the first day that I got to Ohio, I was oh, I'm so nostalgic for New York City fall. And now, day 4, I'm so depressed. So just what when I can't.
Oh my God. That's my thing. Sunny days, I can only do so many in a row, actually. I'm just ugh. God, it's like, I guess I should go do something then because it's sunny out, even though I don't want to. And that's like
Incredible.
where I get in my head. Yeah.
Yeah. The heat.
Or it's like,
Don't love
I
that.
think that other people are outside doing activities and I'm a loser for not doing it. And that's whereas this, I'm like, people are slowing down, baby. If I'm taking a night off, there's probably a bunch of my friends that are doing the same thing. And I shouldn't feel bad about that.
It's so true. I don't know why my brain does the opposite, but that is a really good point. Like, of course, this is when we're all going to be inside.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's
Wow.
it. Pretty basic. We're back to basics again. The sun
nice.
affects
Human experience.
me. Huh.
Incredibly universal, though. You know what? Relatable podcast. Ooh.
Yeah.
Love to
I
see
am
it.
just a houseplant, really.
Yeah, I get that.
What's
A very cute
aging
houseplant.
you? Oh my God, thank you.
Okay, so what's aging me was kind of implied last week a little bit, but we didn't get into detail, and I really wanted to, but I was like, I gotta save it for the time, and so I have brought it today instead.
Excellent.
And that is The Sims, the buyout.
Oh my God, I did
so-
more research on that afterwards.
Yeah, isn't it fascinating and
let's get into
devastatingly
it.
sad? Okay, so there's actually a decent amount that we can get into for this because I watched a lot of it casually because my next video was gonna be on the war crimes of the Sims community because I did one for Animal Crossing and it was very well received and people were very kind about it. I had a
What do
very
you
fun
mean by
time
war
too writing it.
crimes?
I use that term very lightly, so it's like scandals that happened in the community that might have like broken containment and like affected other people outside. Things like one of them was like
within the game or about like in the real world
within the
about
community, like
game?
community drama,
Okay, cool,
drama
cool.
revolving the game. Like there was one on Animal Crossing where what was a good example? Like there were people like selling like a black market of one of the characters because it was so highly requested, and then there were some characters that like there were some people that had that character on their island, and then they would charge people money not to get the character, but to visit and look at the character because it was in such high demand. It was crazy shit. Like shit was going down like crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of wild stuff that happened like that. Osama bin Laden had Animal Crossing on his hard drive when they raided his bunker. That was a good one. And it was probably one of his kids, but like, I don't know. It's still funny that it was on there.
That's wild. Yeah.
All that
Universal.
shit. Like, so it's like, yeah. So war crimes is used very loosely. I just loved using that term anyway.
Yeah. Great.
They happen every day anyway, so I guess whatever. Let's make a little bit light fun of it. Why not? But
Yeah.
life's short.
But for the
fuck
Sims.
it. But so I was gonna do it for The Sims, but then I was advised by a few viewers to maybe just let them breathe for a little bit because everybody in the Sims community is like really depressed about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll wait. I can talk about it later when it's all done. That's fine. So instead I'm doing Stardew Valley, and I'm very excited about that one too because it's very fall related and there's a lot of really fun stories. Like no, I don't think anything's major, although there is another war crime in it. So everybody stay tuned and watch that video coming soon. Oh yeah, this is coming out next Monday, so I guess it'll be this coming Friday. Well, after this, when this video comes
great.
out, it'll be
Nice.
this coming Friday. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a fun time.
These lucky viewers just they get so much of you, Blake.
I appreciate that. You know what?
You are so
They're
generous.
welcome.
You're so generous with your time
man.
and visibility on the internet.
It's fun. It's fun. You know, I always give the people that go to my streams, like Twitch and YouTube and stuff, I always give them my exclusives. And I just give them a little like sneak peeks of what's coming
cool.
and stuff like that. And it's always fun. And so podcasts, especially, I'm like, this is our tight knit crew, you know, like this is the ones that are like in, you know, and I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. But, anyway, all that to say, I did do a little bit of Sims research before I decided to change my mind. And the biggest thing was this EA buyout.
Yeah.
And so biggest main part of the story, of course, is that EA got bought out or is in the works of being bought out, has not been official yet. I think it gets official in like 2027. It takes a long time for this kind of
wow.
stuff. But so EA announces agreement. This is what the title is. EA announces agreement to be acquired by PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners for $55 billion. And so... So EA is a game company, whatever company, I don't know what you call it, maybe media, entertainment, whatever. They make The Sims, they make EA sports games. I think like Madden is an EA sports game, things like that, all these like big ones. And so they sold it to primarily PIF, which PIF is a company that is is based in Saudi Arabia. And then as we know, like Saudi Arabia has had a few accusations. One of which being like killing a journalist. Another being like just absolute like, oh, what's the word? Criminalization of like homosexuality, things like
Yeah.
that. And The Sims is this very queer friendly, openly queer friendly game. It's always been very inclusive of like gender, race, expression, sexuality, all of that good stuff.
Is
And
that not the
very
point of the game? Like you're playing
kind
around
of,
with
yeah,
humans,
do whatever you
so
want to
get to play
be.
around with whatever
Right.
kind of human exists.
And they got that. And they were very
Yeah.
responsive. Like their team primarily was very responsive to when people like felt like they needed something else for inclusivity or representation or things like that. And like for a game, that's awesome. I don't know. Like, I mean, sure, there's like things in the real world where sometimes I'm like, guys, let's wait it out. Like they'll get there. Like it doesn't have to be like right now kind of thing. But like for a game, yeah, just put it in. Just put it in. Who cares?
Yeah.
And so for this one, they actually even said that The Sims like has like an I think majority queer audience. Like that's like one of the few games that has like a reported by numbers majority queer audience, which is
Right.
crazy
I feel
cool.
like the people who aren't like video game people, there are people like that who still play Sims and like have
Yeah.
always played Sims since being kids.
Yes, absolutely. My almost every like femme presenting or like kind of just like gets it friend of mine, you know, has played The Sims. Even if they've played nothing else, they've played The Sims.
Funny.
Like
Yeah.
very, very universal game overall.
Yeah.
And so it's getting bought out by PIF, which is that company in Saudi Arabia. And then it's also getting bought out by Affinity Partners. And Affinity Partners is a Miami-based program or Miami-based, let me see. A Miami-based investment firm founded in 2021 by Jared Kushner,
Got it.
which is Donald Trump's son-in-law. So it always goes back to good old him.
I saw an interview with someone who was like, people have been comparing Zoran to you, you know? He's charming, he's charismatic. And
I did see that.
Trump to this female reporter, he's like, but I'm way better looking, wouldn't you say? Like flirting with this reporter as if he's 42 years old. But like he nailed it, you know? Like I don't know how to say it. Like
I guess
he
But
turned
he
he turned it back around to him. He made it a joke. He like totally deflected. Like no one else was in the room except the two of them, like flirting with this woman. Like I see how it worked.
he
you
is
know?
he lives in such a specific world that is just not this one, and it is crazy to me.
It
Like I
really
think he's
is.
just surrounded by yes men so much.
Oh yeah.
I would not be shocked if he actually thinks he's hot. Like I would not be shocked if he actually thinks he's like handsome and charming and well-spoken and all
Right.
this stuff. When really it's like we're watching a giant 4-year-long game of Jackass where like he's got an inner ear thing and somebody's telling him to like do like certain pranks.
It is.
Like it's what it feels like.
is like
and it's
that.
like and I don't
Or
think
like-
he understands that even for his biggest supporters, that's why they support him is because it's like, what will crazy Don do next? Anyway, I can say the N-word now. Like
Totally.
it's like crazy.
And I wonder if like it's not even that he believes that he's hot. He just needs other people to say it. And he knows
Yeah.
how to get other people to say it. He knows how to like
Yeah.
it's like inconsequential if he thinks he's smart or if
Absolutely.
he thinks he's whatever, but he has the skills to get other people to say it and believe it. And like that's
Yep.
how we're here, you know.
Amen. But yeah, so he's gonna be inadvertently a Sims locked into the Sims lore somehow, which I hate. But so
TBD.
because of that, there's been a lot of spiraling in the Sims community.
Yeah.
And so the biggest thing being, I didn't realize this actually until recently. I knew a few of them, but there's like a lot of Sims YouTubers, primarily only Sims,
really?
like only talks about Sims. Yeah, a lot of them.
Like
the biggest
discussion
one
about
is
it, or they're like streaming.
videos where they build stuff or
Okay.
talk about new packs or things like that. A lot of them are in like the Sims something partner like thing where they like gift them new packs for them to talk about it or
Cool.
things like that.
Oh yeah, Trixie Mattel did one of those. I definitely
Yes.
And then Trixie and Katya did one
Trixie.
too.
Yeah, Trixie did one recently, like after the buyout thing, and I was like, "Oh, Trixie, they're gonna get kind of mad about that." But it is what it is, honestly. Trixie is really good about, and I've been advised before when people get mad at me about things, much lighter things, I will say, but like things where like I definitely shouldn't, I shouldn't message back because it's so small and it is that one person's qualm that I need to just not address it because otherwise it'll get blown up.
Yeah.
And my friend has always been like, just be like Trixie. And I'm like, what? And so being like Trixie basically means like, just don't address it. Like literally just keep living your life. Like it's just not worth even addressing. It'll just blow it up even more if you talk about it, which is true, which is honestly true. Cause that's kind of the sad part about, that's kind of like the sad part about like how our, I don't know, I guess you can call it cancel culture. I don't really know. Nobody ever really gets like actually canceled. It's just like an inconvenience. And I say inconvenience. It is mentally very taxing to have a lot of people have a disdain for you about something.
Yeah.
It's the mind can't comprehend that very well at all. Like it really, really can't. It's not built for that. And so I've had times where it's like maybe 10 people like in a comment section that were like pissed about something that everybody else knew, like it was either a joke or it's not that deep or they misinterpret, or a lot of the time it's they misinterpreted it. But and I want to say something, and then my friend is always just like, no, just be like Trixie, don't talk about it. And so and it sucks because people are so excited to get mad about things and debate things and stuff like that. Like you can't actually talk about it. If I actually believed the things that people are trying to imply that I believed or whatever, based on like some random take that they misconstrued, then like they wouldn't be able to turn me because they would immediately just be like shoving their hand down my throat and I wouldn't be able to like say anything or learn anything because it's immediately with like vitriol, you know?
Right.
And so I understand why those people you have to just ignore. Like they're just not worth talking to because they're already mad and they're just going to get more mad. And like, it's, but all that to say, with this Sims thing, there's a lot of Sims creators that are being put on kind of like trial right now to be like, so are you going to change games? Are you going to like, go do something else now since, that's getting bought out? And I don't necessarily know what the right answer is.
Yeah.
But I will say it is a big ask to go up to someone you don't know and be like, hey, so you're going to quit your job now?
Right.
That's
like,
you don't know them.
Who owns the house you live in? Where did, like, if
Yeah.
you're renting, who did they vote for? It's just,
right.
There's so many different.
So the biggest Sims creator is Lil Simsy, and her literal government name is Kayla Sims.
No.
Not in the stars. It was just meant to happen. She has like 2.5 million followers on YouTube, things like that. She gets like 3,000 concurrent viewers at the same time on Twitch whenever she streams The Sims, things like that. And so she was put into a really difficult situation because she's making bank. She's posting a YouTube video a day. All of them get over 100,000 views. That usually equates to around anywhere between like $700 and $1,000. She's making bank from this kind of stuff.
Wow.
Every day she has a video up. And to her credit, oh my God, the hunger she has. And she's been doing this for years, but she loves the game. She adores the game. And so she was like very devastated. She was very devastated. She did a YouTube video talking about it. And honestly, coming for Jared Kushner's neck, it was very entertaining because she's like this very sweet girl, very sweet, very gentle. And her just be like, and the thought of Jared Kushner getting his grimy little hands in this game just makes me absolutely sick. I'm like, you diva. And so Twitter has this I don't know, fascination, like very stan culture idea of her because she's just so wholesome that they love to be like, might I suggest you don't fuck with my sis? And it's like her, cute. And it's like this little cute picture of her in like Times Square or something. And so she made a video recently talking about the situation, and during it she said something along the lines of like, I'm gonna keep monitoring this and figure out what I'm gonna do. For the time being, I'm gonna keep like doing Sims videos, but maybe I'll try transitioning like other stuff. Like I've done Animal Crossing videos before, I've done this kind of stuff. So I'll think about I'm gonna keep doing it right now, but we'll see in the future, basically. And this other channel, this YouTube channel that goes by Not Malcolm, I started watching some of his stuff because he was reporting the EA thing pretty closely. But he, as I look back and as I look at responses on Twitter, have realized that he has this borderline weird fascination with Little Simsy. He has like over like he has like how many videos does he have? He has 105 videos, and I think a lot of them are shorts, actually. He probably has about 30 long-form videos. I think like 6 of them at least have her in the thumbnail. And of the last, like, I'm looking at his channel right now.
But
Of the
they're
last
never
1, 2,
in
3,
the
4,
same
5,
room.
6.
They're never in the same room
No.
together. This is like from her.
They don't know
videos.
each other. They don't know each other. Yeah. Of the last like 6 videos, she's in 3 of them. And like one of them
That's
is like,
weird.
I'm sick of performative Sims influencers. The Sims influencer crash out is wild. The Sims
see.
influencer situation is messy. He's just this like messy white gay who is like living for the drama of other people because he like, I think spoke out before about the Sims and stuff like that. And he calls out Sims creators all the time. He started as a Sims creator and then he like does, or something like that. Yeah. He started as a Sims creator and then like he now does a little bit of other stuff as well, I think.
I think the lamest genre of YouTuber is the one that like,
Drama YouTuber.
they just shit on other YouTubers.
It's so pathetic.
lame.
It's
in
so
the van
pathetic
life
in my opinion.
community, which is one that I follow closely, or like I follow people who were in the beginning of the van life community. I don't give a shit about the newcomers, but like these couples who were
Fair.
doing it like 8 or 10 years ago. Somebody like made it his job to tear down this one couple, and then this couple broke up, and then he made it his job to tear down the girl, and she is not alive anymore. Like she had such
Oh
bad
my God.
anxiety that she took her life, and like, are you kidding me? Like, come on, y'all.
LinkedIn.com.
That
That's-
is crazy.
Apply to jobs. I get the market's bad right now, but apply to a job. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Like,
what do
that's
you-
not employed behavior.
Right. And then when that happened, he like quickly deleted all the videos that he had made about
Oh, I'm sure. Because you've got an entire backlog of evidence of you being an absolute terrorist.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
What is the
And
point
so-
of like bullying these people you've never met? You're not
Yeah.
even like you're not even doing the thing that they're doing. Like he wasn't doing van
Yeah.
life. He was only sitting in his house like picking on them and saying like,
Amen.
well, this is why they broke up. Like those aren't
Yeah.
like, I don't know. People do that about celebrities, I guess, but like celebrities at least have like walls of publicists and people around them. These are like literal YouTubers.
These are
They're
people.
just
These are
all-
people.
everyone is people. If we,
I mean, everyone's
like,
people, but like the thing is, when you're social media people, you have to be on the pulse
Right.
all the time.
Right.
Like
You're
Taylor
still gonna
Swift
go
can
visit the
delete all of her
place.
social media and it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like things like that. Like they actually have a whole team where they can be off the grid and their team can just tell them what they need to do positively.
Right.
Totally possible. But like Lil Simsy, okay, this picture, it is like, I'll put it up for people to see for the podcast, but it is literally, the thumbnail is a picture of her with the stamp of the word fake on top of it. And it has 197,000 views. If I saw that on YouTube one day, I'm not sure I would be okay for the next like week.
That's
like,
the
I feel like I would have to be
thing.
around somebody all the time for fear
Week
of
minimum.
what I might do. Like that's
so mean.
horrible. I had like a TikTok
just so
one time
lame,
where somebody
too.
like said some dumb shit. Like somebody like said some dumb shit and like misconstrued something I said in a video one time on TikTok, and it got like 10,000 likes, and that mentally messed with me
Yeah.
for like days. Like it
Yeah.
like this shit, like it feels weird, and nothing comes of it. Nobody even ever messaged me about that shit.
Right.
But like, it messes with you. It does. It like it. I don't know. Like if you are going to do this stuff, you better have a good damn reason for it. But like,
Honestly,
this is
you
not
must
it.
love it.
This is not it. She's not done shit. Like she is still in the works of deciding it and all this stuff like that. And so he's out there in these videos, calling them fake, calling them performative, saying all this stuff like, oh, you have no morals, blah blah blah. Like all this. I'm like,
my
okay, first of
God.
all, you won't quit your job. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck
Yeah.
up. There are bigger issues than this. I'm so sorry.
Right.
But also, all that to be said, he's talking about this the whole time. And then people noticed in his bio, after he's been harping about all these other Sims influencers having no backbone and no spine and no moral standing. If you look even right now in his bio on YouTube, he has a link to instant-gaming.com/notmalcolm. Instant Gaming is an unauthorized game retailer with a long history of scamming its customers. And his justification is, well, they don't you don't actually get to own the games physically anymore anyway, so they can just delete whenever. So this doesn't count as like illegal activity because like you don't even own the game really, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bitch, you do not get
That's
to have
so
a moral
silly.
high ground. And then
Right.
your main sponsor, to the point where it is in your bio on YouTube, meaning that they are multi-sponsoring your channel. You are taking in bank from this sponsorship. is a website where you literally break the terms of service of every single game that's on it. You're not the person you think you are.
Right.
Like,
he's not like some crusader.
At least not in this facade. Like, and that's the thing. He's probably a perfectly reasonable, lovely
Sure,
person in life,
whatever.
maybe. But maybe not. He has a whole channel based on shitting on other people on YouTube.
That's just so diabolical.
I don't think you're a very self-actualized person. I don't
Definitely
think you're a person
not.
that feels grounded in any capacity.
No, that's
And
a very
it's
like sad person for sure. If that's what they spend their time
Absolutely.
doing.
And it's just feeding this culture that it's hard. It is really hard to have a black and white opinion on this, in my opinion, because like on one hand, I fully understand, like, they're getting sold to a bad company and there's a moral standing here that maybe like, there is a good guy side and it's not them. Like that those companies that are buying this are not on the good side. But at the same time, I think it's absolutely parasocial and equally ridiculous to watch people who have built up years and years and years of channels, like trying to do something. And they finally get to the point where they can afford their life with it. And they probably quit their daytime job and they probably do this full time. And they're maybe making just enough. YouTubers aren't making the money you think that you think they are until they're hitting like Kayla Sims numbers, like little Simsy numbers. Like when you have like millions, sure. But when you're in like the 100,000 to 500,000, like I still have a day job. Like I'm like this year I've done okay, but like not every year's like that.
Right.
And so like, but these people are probably making just enough to live on it. And these people are now being like, so you're going to quit it now that you have no other qualifications and like this is literally your livelihood and the job market's terrible? Why aren't you quitting yet? That seems kind of fake of you. You don't know them. You don't know them. They are not your friend. They're not your colleague. They're not your teacher, mentor, mother, father. I don't care. You don't know them. If you have a problem with that, stop watching them. Do not go and tell them to quit their one thing that is funding their lives. In 2025, they're not the problem. I'm sorry, maybe that's super close-minded to me. They're not the problem in what this whole story is. Jared Kushner is the problem. EA is the problem.
But also it's so recent.
Saudi Arabia kind of is the problem. Like, it's like, it just happened. Like, give them a minute to breathe. These people were expecting within days for them to be like, okay, well, it's been like 48 hours. Why haven't you quit making Sims content or talking about Sims?
Right.
Let them breathe.
A very human reaction is to like assess. And even when people are at really horrible day jobs, they're not quitting their job and then going out on the street and then finding a new job. They're looking for new jobs at their day job. You know, they're like finding it out first so that they can make sure that they're safe. And
absolutely.
And then
I'm not going to like
in a responsible
spurn the
way.
McDonald's worker. Or like, I'm not going to spurn the McDonald's worker or like the Starbucks worker or all the other multi-billion-dollar corporations that are doing bad things. Walmart, like I'm not getting mad at the Walmart greeter because the Waltons are kind of probably really evil.
The Walmart greeter is the nicest person there. All right.
It's always the nicest person.
If anyone got mad at the Walmart greeter, I would hate that person.
On site, I'm getting that bat. I'm getting a bat out. I'm buying a bat at Walmart and I'm beating them in the parking lot with it.
Side note,
it's a big parking lot. I can hide them.
Exactly. The difference between a Walmart greeter and a Costco greeter is insane. The Costco greeter is like, fuck you and your entire family. If you don't have all of your credentials ready to go right now, this is the world's most exclusive club and you are not invited.
Amen.
The Walmart greeter is just like, how are you? Do you want a sticker?
Yep. Absolutely. They're so lovely. I don't know. So that's kind of my thing. I'm just like, everybody's kind of being everyone's being a little bit pathetic about this. And I think I need everybody to focus on the Epstein files.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the education.
Yeah. Yeah. That actually, I'm glad. I was worried. I was like, well, I kind of mentioned it last week, so this is probably not, I won't be able to expand a lot on it. But I was like, I can shit on this guy.
Nice. There's a new
and Jared Kushner. I will say before
development.
this guy, I shit on Jared Kushner much more. I hate him much more. This guy, a byproduct. But Jared Kushner, suck eggs.
I love that phrase so much. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Speaking of sucking eggs.
Speaking
I don't have
of
my
sucking
instrument
eggs
with me here.
That's okay. We can do the jingle sick edition. Ready? Depression Meal Mondays. So what was your depression meal this week, Heather?
Oh man, my depression meal. I guess like isn't that depressing, but it is my go-to. And like I had the experience in the grocery store here in sweet, sweet Ohio. It like wasn't the most exciting grocery store. I also like the people in this like shared housing hadn't gotten here yet. And I didn't like, there wasn't a rental car for me yet.
Yeah.
So I walked to the grocery store. I had to like walk back. So I was like thinking about which groceries I could carry more easily. And I just had that thought walking through the grocery store of like, this is life. You just buy groceries until you die. And I hate this and I hate food. It's so boring.
Yeah.
So I need to go to a more expensive, or no, not more expensive, perhaps more expensive, but a more exciting grocery store and like just one with more exciting options, I guess. Because I really wasn't feeling it walking around. And there's something about like
Fair
a
enough.
mid-level, I don't know, maybe I've just been to like too many like little specialty city grocery stores because going to a big old suburban one is just sort of like, oh my God, this is just, you just get 12 frozen meals and that's just your life until
That's your life.
you don't open your eyes one day. It really all came crashing down. And it wasn't that bad of a grocery. Anyway, it's me. It's not the grocery store. But
I get it.
when I'm in that sort of headspace and I'm like, I have never made a meal in my life. I don't know what to do. I don't know what cooking is. I will get this very specific frozen pizza that Daya makes, which is like the dairy-free cheese people. They make a cauliflower crust because famously I cannot eat bread, which I'm hoping
Love Oprah.
might pass over me in this life, but so far it hasn't happened. So it's cauliflower crust, it's fake cheese, and up until recently I thought it was real meat because I get the Supreme, but it's not even real meat, obviously, because it's like a vegan brand. And my like old roommate pointed that out. She was like, yeah, it says plant-based, you're not eating sausage. I was like, so everything in this fucking pizza is fake pizza. It's so depressing, but like that's the only way I'm eating pizza these days. And
I get it.
I just
Health,
make
though.
one and I have all 8 slices sort of over the course of a couple hours.
Great.
Yeah.
I love a graze. That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
the worst, but it's definitely like not.
No, but I
the
understand how
best.
this one's like the environment could be the depression part of it. The depression feels like it was an existential dread purchase, and that's good too. That counts. That definitely counts.
It's true.
Yeah.
And also just like being on a gig, you don't have all of your own cooking
No.
stuff. It's not your own kitchen. Your relationship. And it's also like, I'm only going to be here for 2 weeks. Like, what do I get? And I'm going to be here for a week and then in a different place for a week. So like buying groceries when you're on a gig is a weird experience. So you just get a
Amen.
fake on fake diet pizza. And that's my
Yeah, I
version
mean
of it.
nothing's real on a gig, including calories. We've always said
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Yep.
But what
Yep.
about you?
Absolutely. Mine is also the environment that led to it being depressing, which was the day after we filmed the podcast last week. I, was staying in Clearwater an extra day because my flight got canceled. So the next day, my flight got moved to 2:00. And so I get there at like noon, something like that. And I get ready. I think we literally board the plane, and I'm sitting on the plane. And then the pilot says, "Oh, they decided this plane's not fit to fly, so y'all got to get off. It's canceled. We don't really know what we're gonna do, though.
No.
Like we don't really have a plan, though." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And so, luckily, by the time I'm off the plane, I have mentally crashed out to full circle where I feel nothing at that point.
Great, okay.
Because I'd already been trying to fly for
Yeah.
for 24 hours, maybe
Yeah.
more than that. So I get off the plane, it gets canceled. And it gets rescheduled to like 4:45. And in my mind, I'm
Okay.
like, y'all just threw a fucking number. You didn't get a plane by now. There's no way
Yeah.
you just had that. And so then it got moved to 5:30.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay. All right. I see. And so then I sit down and it's like 4. I want to say 4. The guy announces like, hey guys, first of all says, you guys are already used to bad news, so this shouldn't be too bad.
Illegal. Yeah. End it
And
now.
so he tells us that there is this rule. New York has like a stalled ground, something frozen ground. It's something. It's like a giant stall where basically it's a little windy and there's been back traffic because of all the cancellations from the day before because there was
Sure.
weather in New York that apparently they can just declare that they're not like taking anybody else right now, and that you just have to find a slot if it opens up. And so we had a flight and crew ready to go. And he said, now cancellations happen all the time, so we could fill a slot like earlier on and all this stuff like that. Like it's totally possible. But we will let you know that right now it is showing on our screen that you will be flying out at 11:15 p.m.
Oh no. No.
And at this point, I am again just kind of reeling, but the straw that broke my back after all of this, after I'd fully crashed out, gone kind of numb inside, the one that brought it back was I got an email from JetBlue giving me a $12 voucher as an apology. I would have preferred you just call me a slur. Like just
I would
say,
have preferred you spit
hey,
on my shoes. Thanks.
right.
Thanks so
If you
much,
just said,
JetBlue.
hey, sorry you can't get to New York, your little gay town. Sorry you can't go be gay in your dumb gay town, dumb gay boy. Like I would have preferred that over here's $12.
Oh my God. I have
Just spit on me.
beef with JetBlue because I used to be all in. I have the credit card. I have over 35,000 points right now. And they took
Oh my
away
God.
every West Coast airport except for like Reno,
No.
where
What? Why?
my ex's parents live. I could go visit them, but they don't fly out of
Great.
LA except for maybe like once a week, and it's only seasonally. So I have all these damn
Oh, dear God.
points. I don't even use the credit card anymore because also it's like obviously a budget airline. Like it's not like a Delta Amex or something. Like you only get
Sure.
points for JetBlue. You can't trade them for anything. You can't do
Yeah.
other travel with them. You only get points.
That's exactly
when
what
you
it
use
is.
the credit card.
Exactly.
So we're beefing.
Exactly. Yeah. So with those, but I will say with those $12, I immediately claimed them and I went to the little convenience store in the airport and I bought a bag of nacho cheese bugles and a bag of Reese's Minis that
Yeah.
are unwrapped. And I ate all of them in that airport for dinner. And then we actually filled a slot. We filled a slot for like 6 p.m. So I
Oh,
got out
thank goodness.
and we made it. I got it back in time for a party I was supposed to go to that night for Halloween.
Oh,
so
fun.
I literally
Wow, that's
came
impressive.
into this room, changed, left, and I was tired, but I was like, screw it,
Right.
fuck it, we ball, and
at
that's
that point,
what
you're,
we
like,
did.
Even
So
more committed to going to a party, probably.
yeah,
than if you got home
yeah,
with, like,
because that's the
many
thing. I was so
hours.
sad. Yeah. I was so mad. About
I
like
would
all
too.
this stuff happening. But when I got the $12 voucher, I literally was texting my friends. I could have been arrested. I could have not been in here this week because I swear to God, I literally texted my friends I'm going to bomb this fucking airport.
Yeah.
Like I'm over it. Like I'm bombing it. Like I literally texted that in writing. Like they could have taken me in, but I was like, honestly, jail would be better than Tampa right now. I can't be here anymore.
Oh my God.
Like, it was so bad.
It is the worst.
It was so
feeling.
bad.
It is the worst feeling. I'm glad
Yeah,
you made it.
so-
And that sounds like a really
Yeah.
balanced dinner, sweet and salty. And like crunchy
Yeah,
and
it was really
melty.
nice.
Well done.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love like going back and forth. It's a good time.
Excellent.
Keep your palate on
Well,
its toes.
You want to hear what a darling listener sent in?
Yes, please.
Depression meal. Hey, Blake and Heather. Love,
Who is
love,
this?
love. Oh, I'm so sorry. Rebecca. Should we say their like full government name? Because if it comes in on Gmail,
You can
like,
just say the first name.
okay,
You can say
Rebecca.
first name.
This is Rebecca.
Yeah.
Hey, Blake and Heather, three loves. Love, love, love. Your
Aw.
podcast. My depression
sweet.
meal was, right, I remember listening or reading this. My depression meal was leftover salad and cold fries from the meals my parents ordered because they forgot to ask me whether I want something too. It was also just enough to still leave me a little hungry. Lots of love from Germany.
Not the Home Alone Supreme meal.
Babe, I can relate. Oh, wait.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
you needed to eat.
You eat? When did you started eating? What? I didn't know you ate, girl.
We have formula though. What?
Yeah, like what? I can pop out a tit. Like, are you good?
That is so lame, and I'm glad that you had their
That's
leftovers.
so lame.
And I hope you
And
gave
a
yourself
cold
little
fry
treat after that.
hurts.
Yeah, hurts.
God, a cold fry like coats your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's nasty. Something about it, like the oil, I guess, just all rises to the top or something. I don't know, but like you're left with like that coat in your mouth.
Just a cold
It's
potato.
nasty.
Potatoes shouldn't be, unless they're slathered in mayonnaise and potato salad. Potatoes are not meant
Right.
to be eaten cold. That's not a I don't
Absolutely
like that.
not.
I don't like that consistency.
Yeah, that's a real depression meal. I understand that. That is a real depression.
The context and then also the
environment around it, the food itself. It's just
the implications of the meal.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
R.I.P. soldier. Sorry about that.
Absolutely. And thank you for your
God
submission.
above. Fantastic. Thank you, Rebecca, and thank you so much for watching.
Yeah. Seriously. We have quite a long Q&A, but I think it is like topical and helpful, but I might abbreviate it a little bit.
Fair enough. And we can cut if we feel like there's parts we can in the edit too. It's not a big deal. But anyway, I guess that means it's time for Q&A with Queer and Gay. I just feel like there needs to be like bongos or something, or like a club mix. Or I liked what we were going for last time.
Like Miami,
when we were doing it last time,
yeah.
I was like speed watching. I watch our stuff at like 2 times so I can like get through all of it and make sure there's just nothing to cut. But after using the edit,
do you do that on the editing software? You make the video. And
you just press L and it goes double speed. Yeah, I figured that out recently. It saved my life.
Game changer, Blake.
Yeah. So whenever you send me the edit, I just do that final watch just to make sure all's good to go, and then that's how I do it. But the Q&A with Queer and Gay beat at double speed was good.
Perfect. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a Q&A with Queer and Gay.
Excellent.
It was like kind of sick.
I hear bongos with you. It's something.
I don't know why.
We're in a Miami like nightclub, but it's like indoor outdoor.
Bossa Nova, maybe like something. Yeah.
Okay, I'm on it.
Anyway,
this is from an anonymous diva.
Ooh.
Hello, Queer and Gay, respectively. Love that.
Of course.
I hope this email finds you in a place of slaying, girl bossing, and at peace. That is so kind.
A real viewer.
I hope that.
A real viewer.
Yeah, I hope that for all of my friends and none of my enemies. This is kind of a silly question and not 100% serious. They say that, but then stay tuned.
Okay.
But I thought it'd be worth probing because I'm fully 23 years old and I've always felt conflicted about a certain aspect of relationships. I'm also curious if I'm alone or in the query. If I'm alone in the query. You made a joke and I read it wrong. That's my fault. I'm also curious if I'm in a... You know what the joke is. I'm not going to try again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. And you're very clever and I did it wrong.
Yes.
My partner and I have been together for almost 3 years. We've been long distance for 3 months. It's not uncommon for me to find people attractive and develop teeny crushes on them. I'm not talking with them outside of casual context or obsessing over them and never physically cheating. I've just always been prone to crushes and find myself flirting caps with these people like a monster. That's a self-judgment that we're flagging. Do you think I'm emotionally cheating on my partner by developing feelings, even if it's a tiny crush, for someone that is not my partner? This, if it ended there, I would have a certain reaction, but it keeps going. One man in particular I've developed a silly little crush on is in my academic program with me. I understand he just happens to be an attractive man in my vicinity with big brown eyes and thick thighs. This viewer knows
it's been known to happen.
What we like and our weaknesses.
Yep.
But I get all flustered after we speak and I'm excited to be around him. He's so gorgeous. My friend feels the same way about him too, so we gush over him all the time. I think I've Pavloved myself into falling for this basic ass cishet white man. Typical. I'm assuming partner is not a man based on the context, but I'm not sure.
Fair. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Spelled out. I just feel so immature for feeling this way. Can y'all relate to this? Am I the worst partner to ever walk the earth? This situation is not as serious as it could be, but I always feel like an absolute animal for lusting after people who aren't my partner. Okay, so we've heard monster, we've heard animal, and we've heard worst partner to ever walk the earth. We're flagging these. I love my partner very much and I could not picture my life without them, but moments like these send me spiraling. Curious to hear your words of wisdom about emotional cheating, crushing on other people while in a relationship, and boys with big brown eyes. That's its own episode, so we don't have time for that.
Fair enough.
If it came down to it, I think I could work up the courage to express this to my partner, but I don't think it's that big of a deal at this point. However, you sent a 3-paragraph email to a podcast, so it's okay that it's a big deal. I would venture to say that it might be a big deal if you sent it to us.
The thing that made me think it might be a bigger deal is the description of the guy being very, very detailed. So I think it's a pretty hefty crush. I think that's okay. I mean, oh God. Sorry. I'm allergic to sinning, but no, I'm kidding. But, no, I think that a crush, I think that a crush is okay. I mean, I really have never, I think that's also human. I think that's one of those things that like people just don't admit to having. I think everybody has those.
Right.
And I think most people are like, this is the only person in my life and I've never been attracted to anybody else. I'm like, that's actually depressing if that's true. But
There's just no way.
okay. I will never, y'all will never know if I'm in a relationship or not, but I will speak on previous relationships. I did one of my best relationships that has been like, very easy to manage and stuff like that. We had a joking policy of like, you can cheat, just film it. and neither party ever followed through with it, but it's kind of like, it was kind of just opening the air of like, yeah, you're going to have a crush on somebody else at some point. Like you're going to think other people are attractive. Like it's fine. Like actions matter more than feelings, honestly, in this situation.
Yeah.
And because I will tell you, Heather, I'm sure you can relate to, as opera singers in our gigs, we have seen real emotional cheating.
Oh,
and
wow.
real emotional cheating is like, I have seen people who are both in relationships during the summer go away from their partner. And for some reason, I guess there's like a 2-week rule in their dumb monkey brain where they're just like, oh, partner not here, me horny all the time apparently now. I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
And
But like,
also-
I'm gonna go hold hands and
Right.
kiss
Yep.
this person at parties when we're drunk and like do all this kind of stuff and like only spend time with each other and always go off on our own after rehearsals to go like talk in the woods or blah, blah, blah. Like that's real emotional cheating. I'm
This-
sorry. Like there's,
I saw a person that I dated at opera camp. I came and saw the show. In the bows, he motorboated his romantic lead. That wasn't scripted.
On stage?
The bows. Yeah, when everyone was
Oh,
on
dear
stage
God.
bowing, like company bow, he motorboated like as a joke.
Oh my God. Oh,
People
man.
go crazy. People really go crazy.
Yeah, they do.
And like the extent, I don't know, like what is the line of when it's cheating or not? I want to point out all of the language that this writer
Yes, please
wrote
do.
about themselves, which like
Yeah.
tells me that maybe these are new feelings, maybe these are scary feelings, and it's like less about what it means for you and your partner and maybe more what it means just you in your body and like feeling out of
Yeah.
control, feeling like an animal, feeling like a monster. Like what is it that it's a man? Is it that it's not your partner? You know, like it sounds like there's a lot of stuff to sit with in your own body.
Yeah.
Maybe before you even make it to like, is this cheating? Like
Yeah.
putting your partner.
I completely agree.
And also not letting your partner know about it. Like that's to me kind of an interesting detail and like an interesting choice. Because if it wasn't
Yeah,
a big deal,
'cause-
you'd just be like, oh my God, this dude is so hot. But it's clearly a big
Yeah.
deal. So like what part of it makes it a big deal and like what shame is going on, what like, you know, what kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I
is
think in my
happening your body.
healthiest relationships, I've always felt like it's kind of fun talking about who you think is
Oh,
hot
absolutely.
with your partner.
Absolutely.
And like, so like, I think in a way, like, you know, they're young. Maybe like they haven't even realized that like they could tell their partner about this. Like maybe like
Yeah.
they could actually, maybe their partner's more chill about it than they think. Or
Right. Is there,
opposite
like-
end, maybe the partner's more controlling than they're letting on in this kind of situation. You know, we don't know them.
That
And
could
so
be
that's where
too,
it's
like,
like,
what is
you have to
that
figure that out on your
fear?
own.
Right. What is that fear coming
Yeah.
from? Is it like, who is the voice in your head saying that you're a monster? Like, is that, I don't know, like some church stuff? Is that your family? Is that your partner?
I think you're holding yourself to a very high standard. I think if it's as intensive flirting as you're saying it is, maybe we could not as often
Mm-hmm.
or like tone it down a little bit if if you feel uncomfortable with how much you're doing it, then you
You're in
are a
charge of
human
your
who
own
has
body.
self-control. You can get yourself to stop doing it. Like let's be real here, you can get yourself to stop doing it.
Uh-huh.
But like,
And if you
try
don't
not to
feel
put
like
yourself
you're in
in-
control
yeah.
of your body, that's also something, you know, like if that's part of the fear.
Yeah,
like,
that's something to
I can't
unpack.
control myself. Like, well, we ultimately can. We can control who we fall for. Like, there's that whole thing, you can't control who you fall in love with. Yeah, but you can put yourself.
love is a choice.
Yeah, you can put yourself in
I firmly
scenarios.
believe that you choose to love somebody every single day, especially the longer you're in a
Right.
relationship. You choose to be in love with them still. It's not like
Definitely.
you can't follow biology after like year 4. Are you kidding me? Like you're choosing to stay with them.
Definitely. But when you're falling in love, like you did put yourself in, I'm not saying you listener, but like
Yeah.
you one puts themselves in an environment where love could blossom or not, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
And you think,
Yeah. I'd
yeah.
say because you're in class with them,
You
like
can't
focus
help
on the
that.
class, you know? Yeah. But focus on the class during that. And then like try not to maybe be in situations with them as often if you feel like that's an issue. I mean, God, those couples that were emotionally cheating, like one of them, like I swear to God, was about to lose their partner and now they're married because I think that they literally made a rule after that of like they can't spend more than 4 weeks apart from each other, which
Hey,
that's a bad relationship, frankly. But like
But if
it's
that's-
not a good foundation. But if it
Right.
works for them, whatever, I guess.
you know, like good or bad, it works for them. And like,
Sure.
whatever. It wouldn't work for me, but
No,
if it works
no.
for them, great. Also, lusting.
Oh no!
lusting
Every
being-
relationship I ever have will be accessory. Like relationships to me are just accessory to make the rest of your stuff in your life cooler. In my opinion, and everyone has their own takes on relationships, but mine's always been like it is an add-on into my life. It is not the main thing I strive for in my life.
I really, you said that before, and circumstances of my life were different. But when you said that before, and like, I
Fair
really,
enough.
the first time you said it, I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever felt that. And I have made partnerships like the center of my focus in a lot of ways, but it's also like because I wasn't feeling great about my friendships or because I wasn't feeling great about my family at the time. And like,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, it's an interesting thing to think of it as like, oh yeah, all the other branches on the tree are grown and blossomed and like it is one other branch on the tree. It is not the tree trunk that everything else
That's the
grows
biggest
out of.
thing.
So,
Absolutely. Because
thanks
I
for
think that
wisdom.
came from, yeah, of course. I mean, I think that came from me not being in a relationship till I was 23. Like I just
Yeah.
spent so long being single that like after like 19 or 20 or so, there was a point where I was treating my friendships like relationships. Like they were that important to me.
Yeah.
Like each individual one was like almost like a partner. And I was
Right.
like, I need to like invest in them and catch up with them at least like however many times a week and things like that. Like I was very like, and I've gotten kind of more self-reliant in general. So I've kind of started being more like that for myself in a lot of ways.
Oh my
Mostly because
God.
I'm really busy. I'm doing like a full-time job and I'm doing YouTube. So I
Totally.
have to kind of I have to be my own like coach all the time.
Right.
But with that, all of the other stuff is like, hey, you can come along for the ride. And I'm going to be really nice about it and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
You will never be my everything. Just know that before we even start. And a lot of people actually like that. I mean, when you're a gay guy, it helps because I think a lot of guys think of relationships like that too.
Yeah.
So I think that I think boy brain sometimes does that. And so I think that
Lesbian
helps
brain
as a gay guy because
does not.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah,
It is. But yeah,
all
in
that to
terms
say,
of, I would say a good experiment would be to tell your partner and also say how uncomfortable you are with how this is making you feel, you know, like try out that level of honesty without the guilt, you know, like you can feel guilt about it. It is clear that you do feel guilt about it, but like I think sharing it with your partner in a way that's like, and I feel so weird and confused about it. Like I even wrote to this podcast and, you know, like you don't have to do that tomorrow,
Yeah.
but like, I think as an
No.
experiment, like bring it to your partner with all of your other insecurities and see what happens. And if
absolutely.
they want to break up for you having a crush on somebody, y'all should break up because you clearly
Yeah.
have crushes on people and that's incompatible.
And that is normal.
It
Cannot
is
emphasize that
normal,
enough. That is so
but
normal.
If you're, oh my God, my dear friend, my prom date who lives in LA and we like ran
No.
into each other. He just went through
Oh
a
my
breakup
gosh.
and I shouldn't say I've already said too much. Whatever. He broke up with somebody who wouldn't let him like be out with his friends if his friends invited single women. And
Dear
like,
God.
that's a lot.
Imagine hating yourself that much. It just could not be me.
Just being so scared. Just being so scared that someone's going to cheat on you at any corner. So I think like,
Oh yeah, marinating in fear.
pop that bubble. Pop that bubble with your partner because like
Mm-hmm.
if you're already feeling uncomfortable in your body about it, you don't want to then also feel uncomfortable in your relationship about it. Like
Amen.
bring your discomforts to your partner and ideally they'll be like, okay, let's sit in this. Let's figure this out. What do you want to do about this?
Yeah.
You know, like
Absolutely.
LOL, show me a picture. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully
100%.
they won't meet that with judgment.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that was good advice. Sorry if we confused you more, but just know that you're normal.
Relationships
and
are
you're young.
tricky. Yeah.
Yeah.
And feelings are tricky. And being 23 and having really big feelings and not a lot of experience with really big feelings, that is tricky too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like still teenage heart and brain a little bit, but with like
Yeah.
adult circumstances.
Yes. Absolutely.
Couldn't pay me to be 23
well-
again. Good luck.
Oh God, if only, because that would in fact keep us young, which is what you have watched today, beloved listeners and viewers. Please make sure to
Beautiful.
like, comment, share, subscribe, rate on the listening platforms, Spotify and Apple Music, and come back next week.
Yeah,
all that good
we're here
stuff.
every Monday.
Yeah, and every week you're going to hear us say things such as
Rain.
can.
Always.
Have.
Water.
The end. Listen, deep.
And it can. Hey, okay. Thanks. Love you.
Yep, bye.
See you next week.